A lot of haters online keep fighting me over this subject. It's like a constant fight. Um, we have an account that's a trust account that was set up for my father that has over a $500,000 in it. Technically, I control the account, but I have to get court approval, meaning I can't just take $100,000 and go, take a cruise and go around the world and party and all that stuff. I can't do that. I would have to go in front of a judge and the court, and I have to give cause of where I'm spending this money. But I still control the account. In other words, I control it. You know what I mean? So if I went to the court and I just said to them, look, I need $100,000 because of whatever the reason is that benefits my children, it could be anything. It could be education. It could be potentially traveling is involved in this. Okay. There's a lot of things that are involved that could be of educational purposes. Like if I wanted to take my kids to Europe and, but it was for an educational purpose. My father was a big traveler. My father actually wanted me to travel with my children and do things. So there are things I can do. I'm not doing it right at the moment with the coronavirus. I don't want to go on. That's another reason, if you want me to tell you the truth, I don't like going on planes. Everyone who goes on the planes lately has been getting sick. My cousins just came off the plane. They got the coronavirus. Uh, my uncle came off a plane. He got the coronavirus. And in some cases, they got really sick. But it's not something I'm looking to do right now. The world is a little crazy. But there is things I could do with the trust because I control it. I don't know how many times I have to say this to you, but I would never do anything that would not be a direct benefit to my children. And in all, excuse me, and in all honesty and fairness, I'm probably just going to leave it for education. That's it. It's just their education fund. I'm not going to touch it. But you do have to count it. People say they say no, you can't count that. Of course you can count it. It's like you can't count that. So what you're saying to me is this: if I decided, here's a hypothetical. You want to hear a hypothetical? That I wanted to buy my daughter a house. I could do that under the trust. I could say that this is, this will be her home, blah blah blah, and I could do that, and I could still be the administrator of the trust. You understand? But it'll just be a trust. The real estate would be owned by the trust. It's family money. If I wanted to go on a vacation, if I wanted to buy a car for my son or buy a car for my daughter, I could do all these things. My allergies are terrible. You got to forgive me. I apologize. But at the end of the day, all of my money is going to my children. Okay. So whatever I have in AMC, whatever I have in Ape, whatever I have in GameStop, when I pass away, which I hope I live a long enough life to be there for my children as long as possible because I love them. I eat a little too many steaks. I eat a lot of red meat. That's the next video. But anyway, hopefully I'll be around a little longer, than a lot of people are saying I won't because they're like, you're fat, you eat too much. But hopefully I'll go the distance, Rocky style, baby, because I'm strong like an Italian tank. But anyway, the way I see it, all of my money at the end of the day is going to my kids. Whatever I have in AMC, whatever I have in Ape, whatever I have in GameStop, whatever I have in gold, the house I'm living in is going into my kids. I'm actually thinking about taking it out of my mother's name and establishing a trust because God forbid my mother passes away. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about putting my house in trust for my children. So it's all. So then you know what you're gonna say when I do that? When I put my house in trust for my kids, right? You're gonna say it's not my money anymore. It's like I can't. I can't win. Look, at the end of the day, what we do as parents is for our kids. All of our money go to our kids at the end. So I consider it family money. What's the difference? That's it. What's the difference if my house is a trust for my children, or if I have a $500,000 in trust for my kids, or my gold is a trust for my kids? It's family money.